everybody. Welcome back to Alpha My Masteries United Earth Angels series, episode 39. And we love you. Yes, today's episode is all going to be about leveling up like a video game. And who am I? Well, I'm Tobi Staples. I'm an Earth Angel. I'm the founder of Alpha Mind Mastery, Empowering Emotional Mastery. I'm an author of 16 books and, well, published now, but most globally distributed, if you all want the details. What do? I bring the bang, real, raw, truthful, to level you up. And today's topic is about leveling you up. So I take individuals that are feeling conflict, confusion, and chaos, lead them back to calmness, clarity, and a vibrant state, living on purpose with intention. Andy is my co-host, and I would love for you to introduce yourself to the world.
Hello. My name is Andy Joe. I am a fellow Earth Angel, and I'm also a published author. And I'm a mom to 11 and a wife to a husband who puts up with me because we are different, and that's okay. But I'm also a singer and songwriter, and I have written 11 songs in the past not even month. But yeah, that's me.
I'm really grateful that you're here. As always, Andy, can you believe it? It's episode 39 today.
No, like where did the time go?
Yeah, exactly. And it was funny because before the episode, I was talking to my daughter and I was like, oh, I got to go do the episode. I think we're nearing episode 40 now. And when I went in and I realized we're episode 39, girl, we have put in some work here for everybody.
Yes, we have.
All right, so let's talk about leveling up like a video game. So everybody wants to level up in their life. But what are you authentic to? Your belief systems or your power to level up and play? You see, you got to play life like a video game. And you got to realize that every level that you embark on is a new level that you don't know what's ahead. But you got to be open and receiving and allowing of all of the skills and experience that you can acquire in every level. And why would you accept anything less? You shouldn't. So, when you're playing a video game, let's say you're playing a game for a new time, brand new time. You open the package, you put it in. You don't have a clue what to expect in every level. You just know that you want to play it full out. Wow. Well, as soon as you get onto level 1, as much as you want to make it to the end of the level, well, the purpose of the video game is to make sure that you don't. So when you look at life like that and you realize that everything is working for you, why? Because it's to assist you for the next level. Everything that you learn on level 1 assists you for level 2. But are you stuck crying about level 1 or level 2 instead of just pushing past anything that comes at you? So I encourage you all to play life like a video game. So today, let's talk about leveling up like a video game, Andy. Take the floor.
Yes. Yeah, when you're at level 1, you're stuck in all of the crap that other people have thrown at you to make sure you stay stuck. You have to abolish those things, just like a video game. You have to, kill the little bosses, kill the big boss so you can move on. It's the same concept. You just have to, when in life, when people throw things your way that don't feel right, don't feel good, you've got to blast past them. You've got to shove them aside. You've got to abolish them. You've got to break the walls. You can't stay stuck. You can't. I mean, if you do, then that's your choice, but are you happy there? Are you happy being stuck there? Because I wasn't. I really wasn't. I put on a front. I smiled through everything. Everyone wondered, they didn't wonder if I was okay because I put on a good mask. I put on a good front. But I wasn't. I was stuck in level 1. and stuck there for years, years and years. I gave birth to all my children stuck in level 1, you know? But once you abolish all of the crap that you'd allow into your game of life, you realize that when you level up to level 2, you want more. You want more. You want to feel better. You want to feel like this all the time. You want to bust through every obstacle that comes your way. But you got to get out of being stuck on that level 1 mentality. You have to if you want to feel better. I can't imagine anybody not wanting to feel better. I didn't know there was a next level. I thought I was stuck like that for the rest of my life because my mom is. My grandma was. My aunts are. Yeah, they put on a happy face, but I can see through it. You got to get to the next level if you want to lead a happier life. You got to abolish all those brick walls that are standing in front of you. You got to beat the boss of every level.
Well, when you think about it, there's two kinds of players, right? To any video game. You got ones that are stuck in fear about what's coming ahead, so they just keep dying at the same place. They've got no umph or willpower to get through that level, right? So they just get fearful, or they give up, saying, oh, "Okay, I just can't make it through the level. Forget about it. I don't want to play this game anymore." And that's what happens to people that get disconnected from life and feel less than, and they don't participate in the game of life. They sit back, they feel less than, they feel fearful of even getting up and playing because they don't feel like they can do it. They tell themselves a story that is so different from the highest capacities of the being. But when you think about it, when you're playing a video game, you're not supposed to know what's coming next. It's the thrill of the game. And you just have to know that everything that pops up is to stop you. Well, you keep going, knowing that you got a big monster to beat at the end of that level. No matter what it is or how it appears. But what are you going to get so close to finishing that level that you turn around and run from that big monster? Or are you going to give it your all to take him out because you want to get to the next level? You put in way too much work in level 1 not to beat that monster and keep going. So whatever comes at you, trauma, pain, suffering, circumstances, situations, scenarios, see them all as parts of a video game coming to see how you're going to maneuver. What's your next move? You're going to get crippled by it? Your energy's going to get depleted by it? Or are you going to bob and weave around it like water flows over rocks with ease and great force and least effort? Because you've acquired skills and learning. And that's what starting the video game is all about. Every part of the level you're picking up learning that you need to acquire to beat that monster at the end. If you don't acquire the skills during the level, you cannot beat the monster and you cannot level up. So that's how you have to see your life. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, acquire skills and experience and the know-how to keep going, because everything in your life is preparing you for the next round, just like a video game. So when you can be aware of it and you can implement strategies like you do as if you're playing a video game, you got to acquire skills, experience to beat that monster. So do it full-heartedly and don't turn away from anything that's coming. Embrace every obstacle as an opportunity to hit a home run. Literally. Go for it, Eddie. Take the floor.
Yeah, as Toby was saying, it's everything that comes at you is a lesson. Everything that comes at you makes you stronger. That's why the levels keep getting harder and harder. If the levels stayed the same, you wouldn't learn anything. You wouldn't learn a thing.
Nope.
So the levels get harder the further you advance for a reason, because the boss at the end of each level in video games and in life is the hardest part of the level. So each level has different things to go through, to beat, to bob and weave around, to learn from. Life is a video game. Play it. Don't sit there and not do anything. You got to play the game. Because if you sit there and not do anything, you're going to be miserable. And if you're
Well,
happy being miserable, I mean,
Andy, it made me think about something when you said that, because there are some that are playing, right? Well, how happy is the child beside somebody playing the video game while they're waiting their turn? Right? They want in, they want to play,
yeah.
right? Well, that's how
Yep.
everybody should be. But there are so many people sitting on the sidelines watching others play, going, "Oh, I wish I could play that game," but don't even try.
Yeah. Yeah, they see how others are leveling up and everything, and they're just like, "Oh, I wish I could be like that. Oh, I wish I could do that. How do you do that?" Then when you tell them or show them, they don't do it. I have a friend that she's asked me how, and I gave her the beginnings. It's apparent she didn't do it, and she wants to, but not bad enough. She wants to have a better life. She wants to be happier, but she doesn't want to put in the work. That's the thing. You have to put in the work. Can't just sit there and say, "Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do it," and not do it. I practice what I preach. If I'm going to
Great,
tell you something to do, I'll do it too.
great point to bring up, Andy, because when you say you got to play out, it's like, what, you expect the video game to play itself with the remote in your hand? You got to do the work of steering your controller.
Yep.
So people can't complain about the video game if they're just sitting there holding the remote, not doing anything. Well, everybody has a remote to their life, but are they just holding it, overwhelmed at all the knobs, don't know what to go touch first, sitting in conflict, confusion, telling themselves, "Oh man, I can't even play with this remote because it's overwhelming me." Never mind focusing on the game, they're stuck looking at the remote.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of them are. Like they need a guide, but they won't listen to a guide. They need someone to tell them how to do it, but they won't listen. You sit there and tell them till you're blue in the face. Some of them, and they're just like, "Oh, okay, I got it. Now what?
And then you
Okay.
have some that'll say to you, "Oh, leave me alone. I'm the one with the remote."
Oh yeah, yeah,
But they're not
yeah.
doing anything with it.
Right. Like this is my life. I can do this.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay.
Are you even playing the game, or are you sitting back watching others do it?
Right.
You know? And Andy, the game of life is so fun when you see it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, what were you going to say?
I just said, yeah, it is. I mean, it is fun. It is. It's empowering to bust through levels. To know that, haha, I did that. I did that. Me. I didn't have anybody do it for me. Can't have anybody do it for me because it's my life. Nobody else can level me up. Nobody else can help me. I mean, can break through the barriers for me. I did that. That's a good feeling.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me of also what comes to mind is, when somebody hands the remote to somebody else and says, "Okay, get me through this level or get me through this hard part." Well, they never acquire the skills and the experience to beat the monster. So it's a redundant factor that they do it. It's like it's not helping them. They think
No.
it's helping them, but it's not. Andy, have you ever finished a video game?
Yeah.
You know what? I wasn't a big gamer, but my son is. And a couple of years ago, I was here and I decided to play some discovery adventure game. And I actually finished the video game. Now, before I had done that, I never thought in a million years I'd be able to finish a video game because they didn't interest me.
Yeah.
But I finished the game and then I got the next game and finished that one too. And I can't even remember what the name of it is, but I'll check it out. But yeah, that gave me so much strength to tackle life the same way.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems crazy, but I was like, if I could finish this video game and life is like a video game, well, then guess what? I can graduate this Earth school too. And that's what pushed me to do it.
Oh, yeah. And my game was Spyro. I loved that little dragon. I had to make sure in each level that I gathered all the little gems and, conquered all the stuff. And that was my favorite game. And Mario Brothers, of course.
Well,
Every Mario Brother game.
I used to really get a thrill out of going and sitting with one of my cousins in her basement, and she taught me how to play video games. And we played Pac-Man first, but I was like, but back in those days, it was Pac-Man, Atari, like, that Pong. You know what I mean? My grandfather used to have Pong in the basement. Certain things. So I'm grateful for those things because life is like a video game.
Oh yeah,
it really is. And if you can just say, yes, I'm open to learn everything on this level. Bring it, bring it, bring it, because it's skills and experience and know-how that I need to conquer this level and a level up.
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah. Guys, you got to make sure that you're playing all out. Don't hand off your remote to anybody else. Know that you need to play that level. And it doesn't matter. Like, look, if you don't get through a level, what happens? You repeat it.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the learning not acquired in life. So you got to be open to learn at every opportunity. Like life is like a video game. Everything is for your benefit. Everything serves a purpose. And everything prepares you. Simple.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And you don't cry about it when you're going through the video game levels.
No.
You're discovering.
Well, yeah.
You're exploring. That's how you got to go through life too.
Sometimes you throw a controller. But you pick it back up and keep going.
Unless you've busted it. You can't pick it up. But that's when people feel broken is they get overwhelmed, they get angry, they get frustrated, and they give up.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with life because you wake up every day in the game.
Oh, yeah.
You got to make it work to your advantage. And leveling up is so much fun. Come on, think about it. How proud do you feel when you've conquered a level in your life?
Oh, it's an indescribable feeling. It's something you have to feel for yourself.
Yeah, it is. So guys, you know what? We'll leave you with some tips and tricks today for leveling up. So Andy, would you like to start with some tips and tricks, or you want me to go?
Well, I'll let you go first.
All right. So guys, play life like a video game. Here's some tips and tricks. The first thing you do is never judge the game by its cover, just like never judge a book by its cover. You got to get into the adventure wholeheartedly to see for yourself what it is. Don't hand your remote to somebody else to play it for you. Depend on you. Why? Because these are your level ups, your experience, and your skills that you need to fight off anything that's coming. And not all video games are aggressive and evil and twisted. No, so find yourself a fairyland video game that you can put in your head and play it out in your life, no matter what it is. Be good to yourself. Don't judge yourself. It's just a game. Know that if you can't get through a level, you'll just repeat it for the learning. And look how quick, if you have to repeat a level in a video game, your skills and your experience aren't lost for that. You go back onto the level, you may start at the beginning, but it doesn't matter because in your mind, you already have all of the skills and experience that are going to push you through that level with ease. So you have to allow it. Be gentle on yourself. So what if you have to do a level up again or a level over again? You know how many of us have had to? I have gotten stuck on many levels of life. And I couldn't hand my remote off to anybody. I had to do it for me. So I encourage you all to do it for you. And we come out here and we share tips and tricks and love with you guys in the attempts and with the intention that you break through some of the barriers of your belief systems, bridge the gap to your soul, ignite the flow state of love flowing through you, which is your highest capacity and your fullest potential. And from that state, you can do anything and all. Andy, I'll let you take the floor.
Yes, I agree with everything that Toby just said. And I've got plenty of kids to, teach all this knowledge to. Um, and I like to help people. I love to help people get through whatever they're going through. Um, but this analogy is the easiest way to help somebody. Play life, level up like a video game. You got brick walls in front of you, grab you a hammer, smash them. You got people throwing bullshit in your head, don't let it stick. You don't have to be rude to them, tell them to shut up or anything. Just like, okay, don't let it soak in. You know it's bullshit. Don't let it soak in. You got, money, bills. How am I going to get food? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to do this? Loss of a job, all that stuff is thrown at you, preparing you for the next level. And if you flow through your life, as Toby says, you feel love over worry, you know it'll be provided. You know it will. Just like, this week, we were supposed to get money, like a tax loan from the tax place. And we didn't get the loan. We filed our taxes, but we didn't get the loan. Am I sweating it? No. Because I know we will be provided for. Everything is provided one way or another. We get through every week, every 2 weeks. We have food for me and my husband and all the children. We have 7 children living with us. And we have our bills paid. We have gas for our cars. We have a roof over our head. We have everything we need. I don't feel like I need to freak out over it. Yeah, we don't have any money in the bank. And we have food. We have clothes. We have bills paid. We have a roof over our head. My husband can get to and from work. I know he can because we have gas money for him
But
for the
Andy,
next
you
2
know what your
weeks.
truest currency is, right?
Energy,
There we
love.
go. There we go. So let people remind guys, even that, when it comes to money and bills, I had to jump in because guess what? It's like monopoly money. You are your truest wealth first. You open doors. It's your energy that you need to play the video game. So are you paying yourself first or are you paying everybody else first? You see? But you see how Andy can deal with it? But also, Andy, I got to tell you, I was just told Redirection is protection, eh?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not worried about it.
No, because you can feel your love over worry on
Yeah.
purpose. Okay, I didn't want to cut into you. You can finish what you're saying. We're going to wrap up here in a couple of minutes. So
Okay.
I'll let
Well,
you take the floor, wrap it up, do your whole wrap up with the love bit, and then I will close it up.
all righty, guys. I just wanted to say I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort, and I'm proud of me. And I want you to be proud of you. I want you to keep leveling up. I want you to keep busting through those barriers. Last week, I started with my kids the positive self mirror. Got choked. Positive self mirror talk and dance parties every morning, before school. And it's helped their energy. Like, it's helped them flow through their day. Um, they still argue. They still, do sibling things. That's expected. But they have a better day at school. They are more open to learning because their blood was started flowing early in the morning. And they told themselves they're worthy. They're worth it. They're creative. They're smart. They're capable. They're beautiful. They're strong. They're free to be themselves all day, every day. And they love themselves. I am helping them realize that they are who they are and they need to be loving themselves first, which is what we all need to do. We need to love ourselves first because if not, how can you love anybody else truly? Took a long time to learn that, but I'm hoping my kids already know that. Matter of fact, I feel that they already know that because some of them, when they get in front of the mirror, they do a goofy dance and, like, I'm creative. I can feel that they already know. I don't want them to ever let go of that. But life does throw stuff at you, and you've got to bounce back to what you're supposed to be. But I love y'all. And Toby, go right ahead and close her out.
All right, guys, thanks for your time and your energy and your interest. Yes, I always say my acronym is FLOW, feel love over worry. Why? Because it's a frequency, it's a state of being. Yes, I've had many people ask me if they can use my concept and my acronym in their workshops, in their presentations. So, what have I said? With written permissions from me, yes, as long as I am accredited for my acronym. Do I expect anybody to be using what I bring out here without my permissions? No. But that's okay. What people don't know is it's all copywritten. So I'd just like to announce it all that right now too. Play all out. Play all out like a video game. If you're sitting on the sidelines, not even holding the remote or not even trying to play, well, you're not winning. Simple as that. Guys, if you are interested in joining Michael Whitehouse's Authentic Marketing Summit, February 11th to the 13th, please register. I, again, am going to be a speaker, taking the stage like I do. I love speaking with everybody and sharing knowledge and love with everybody. We would love it if you would come and join us in the Empowering Alpha E-Mind Masteries Empowering You group. It's a private group. We would love for you to come and join us there. And if you need any time with me, well, hold on here. I'll give you the group link. That's our group link right there. You need time with me? Well, you can get it at Calendly. But no, there's no more 30 minutes free like it says there. It's only 15 with me. I'm not wasting my time anymore for people just to meet me. I'll say it too. That's some shit. People booking time with you just to hear your story. Listen, I'll let everybody know now. If you're not booking time with me to take your next steps, don't waste my time. You want to know my story? Go on to YouTube and subscribe to my channel where you can get all the info that I've already talked about. When I see what really goes on in this world, with people that just want your time but don't want to level up, don't want to take the next step, just want to feel better for 5 minutes, don't even give them that 5 minutes. Straight up. And I have to say it because it just makes me sick. So you know what? Thanks to Michael Whitehouse and why are you meeting with me? That's what you will get as one of your first questions booking that 15 with me. Why? What do you want? Do you want to level up? Or do you want to stay stuck with your excuses? Because I don't take excuses too lightly at all. So I encourage y'all to step up for you and play the game of life the way that you should. And level up every day. Acquire the learning, acquire the skills, acquire the experience and the knowledge, and level up on purpose with intention. And doesn't matter what's coming your way, flow like water over rocks with ease and great force. Feeling your love over worry. It is a state of embodiment of love. It is a frequency. The river running flow, when a river flows, it's not worried about any rocks it's going to come up against. It's going to flow around it, wash away. It's going to even wear it down if it has to. So flow like water over rocks. And we love you and we thank you. And we're over our time, so I'm wrapping it up. We love you.
We love you.
And we'll see you next week, y'all.
Yes.
Oh, and the reason why we didn't come out on LinkedIn last week is that there was a problem with LinkedIn and StreamYard. So if you want to catch the episode, anybody on LinkedIn, go to the YouTube channel. We love you all. Have a great day. Thanks for your time and energy. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.